Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the great month of the Women's Month, which we celebrated as the Women's Month. So, we all want special days to be remembered and memorized and make it special. So, Women's Day is actually a day for each one of us, which we always celebrate it as an International Women's Day on 8th of March. That is one particular day, and on this day, the women are recognized for their contributions to the society, economy, culture, and politics. It also brings attention to the ongoing fight for the gender equality. So, this is very important. And on this note, CVMD, where we had already taken out this initiative and we decided that we will never let a single day or a single session in the month of March to go without the women community. With this intention, on March 12th, CVMD had organized an offline event for all the beautiful ladies taking in their we can say the profile across the globe. So there were so many, some we could reach out to, some we couldn't reach out to. And we got around 120 profiles which came to us through email, through WhatsApp. So based on that, there were 52 ladies who were selected from India, and across the globe, there were around 22 ladies, because probably due to shortage of time, we couldn't reach out to everyone. So my apologies for that. But next year, globally also, we will be going more viral, and we will have more such wonderful ladies who are doing wonderful work across the globe and trying to bring that impact with that main perspective behind the Women's Day and the Women's Month, rather, I would say it as, wherein every day we are having small, small events, the talk shows, get togethers, talking out. So the main intention is not only enjoyment, the main intention is to spread awareness about the woman's health, the woman's hygiene, the woman importance of a woman in a society. We all know, but we never appreciate. I don't know why this taboos of not appreciating women in a society has always remained even till date. But though to some extent now we can say it has been overlapped, but still the percentage of praising women is still on a lesser note, and we desire that sooner we will be able to increase this percentage. So, on that note, today we have some amazing ladies across the globe and even India who were not able to make it for the offline meet. So, we have also invited them today from India as well as from across the globe. But due to some time issues or time zones, since everyone is having their different time zones, but still we have many wonderful ladies with us, and we are today going to listen to their messages on the Women's Day and why it should be celebrated. This year, Women's Day is been celebrated with a message or with an awareness of the mental health and gender equality. So, based on that, we would want to hear the messages from these wonderful ladies who have joined us tonight. So, without further delay, I would first call upon our first guest, Dr. Preeti Shrimal, to say something about the Women's Day and what would be her message on Women's Day. So, Dr. Preeti Shrimal.
Thank you so much, Rachna ji, and a very warm welcome to all the lovely ladies on this platform. It's always a pleasure to be amongst such elite panelists, each one an achiever, each one uh, a contributor, a change maker. So, at the outset, I would like to appreciate, acknowledge, and express my gratitude Rachna ji, you and the entire organization of CBMD for this wonderful honor. And I think once you were sharing with me that your mission is to spread smiles. And I think that's one ornament which we women need to always and always carry with us, a smile, and the twinkle in our eye, and a heart like a child. Let us not let these three jewels at any point of time be taken away from us. So, on this occasion, Women's Day is, of course, being celebrated this month and on a particular day. But every day is Women's Day. We all know how important it is for a woman to be up and about, what kind of a space a woman has in every human being's life, beginning from a daughter, a mother, a teacher, a mentor, daughter-in-law. You become an aunt, you become a grandmother, and it goes on and on. A friend, a philosopher. So there are so many roles, so many hats which a woman plays. And when we talk about a woman as a homemaker, of course, she's again someone who's managing, multitasking, and meticulously ensuring that everything is in perfect condition. When we talk about women in the professional space, all of us know that the kind of vision a woman has, the kind of adaptability which she has, and of course, the EQ which every woman has, the emotional quotient, and the spiritual aspect which a woman brings to the space is so very, very important. And as we are celebrating this year, to also bring about parity, to bring about equality, to include women in every, not just to include, but to walk hand in hand with the workforce, with the men folk. So whether it is our professional or whether it is our personal life, and also when we talk about the society outside, I think women have it all. And we have a woman at the helm of the country, the president, and we've had so many iconic figures who are role models for us, who inspire us all the time. So I think there's nothing that a woman has not done, or there's nothing that a woman can't achieve if she sets her mind to it, if she believes that yes, she can do it, and if she is able to overcome all the various hurdles, and which she has been able to do. So we, all of us together, need to believe in ourselves. We need to have that tenacity in us. We need to have that resilience in us, the adaptability to change only as and when the situation demands, and not, of course, to change our inner core. So, on Women's Day, I would once again want to congratulate all of us here for the wonderful, the little things which we do which go unnoticed. The the kind of jobs which are often taken for granted, so which are never acknowledged, which are never appreciated, and they just said, so what, I mean, you did it, so what's the big deal about it? But still, we accept everything with a smile, and we are always there, giving, sacrificing, ready to embrace and enfold anything that comes our way, with love, empathy, and of course with a lot of compassion. So thank you so much, Rachna ji, for inviting me, for making me a part of this wonderful day today, the celebrations today. We missed it offline, but I think online I'll get to hear all these wonderful women, all these wonderful achievers share their experiences. And I'm truly humbled and very grateful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was really very, very motivating. And as usual, I always enjoy Dr. Preeti Shrimal speaking out so nicely from her heart. So it really feels that we are connected. And of course, soon we'll be meeting. We missed in the offline. The main intention for this online meet was to meet all the amazing ladies across the globe, and some from our country also couldn't make it. So that was the main intention. So there was a lot of confusion with the dates. Even I too got this thing, totally clumped up with the dates. I think Vanessa ma'am reminded me, Rachna, this date is this, and the day is this you have written. So I'm really sorry, apologies from my end. I was super excited to meet all of you. So there was little errors with the dates, which date to go around with. Main thing is that I just wanted to meet all the amazing ladies. We have met offline, but some of you we couldn't meet. So we wanted your message to be conveyed when you are coming up live. So with that note, we will move to another amazing personality. First of all, we would like to see Preeti Shrimal's message with after receiving the award also. What was her message? Thank you so much, Preeti ma'am. That was really amazing. And yes, of course, we would love to share all the trophies. These were the trophies given for all the amazing ladies from across the globe who couldn't join. And we are expecting you next year in India uh, on 8th of March. So we would be very happy to have you with us. So the trophies were given, but to send it outside India, we really are having tough time. Let's see what happens. If God forbid, we'll be able to send it outside India also, the trophies. CBMD would be really honored because our one mission is only one, that is Smile Mission, to spread smile across the globe, to make the world smiling. And the biggest curve which we all have in us, that is the curve of the smile. So we intend to bring this smile in everyone's face. And the trophies were just a pat on our backs. We all know we are doing amazing work. So these were the simple things which we try to make it in a simple way. Get together, meeting each other, sharing our thoughts with each other. So these gives us happiness, and the curve becomes bigger and bigger, and it turns from a smile to a laughter, and it is relentlessly giving us that happiness and that positivity. So thank you so much, Preeti ma'am. So now I would like to hear message from our next guest who has joined us, Vanessa Jacqueline de Cruz, ma'am. First, ma'am, I would wish that you introduce yourself and the amazing work which you have been doing, and then your message for all the wonderful ladies across the globe.
Hi, a very good evening to all the wonderful ladies here, and happy International Women's Day. I'm Vanessa, and I'm from Singapore. I help to empower women. I write poetry to empower society, and I also help my own community, my own LGBT community, to gain their self-esteem, to help them grow in society, to help them come out in society, and to empower them. So I'm very grateful for Madam Pachabroti. Sorry, I have a difficult in pronouncing Indian names. So I I'm glad that I'm be able to share my thoughts in this Zoom meeting. First of all, I think in the 21st century, women have actually developed themselves to a stage where they know what they want in their lives. They know how to fight for their rights. They know how to grow in their work environment. They know how to look after their family. They know how to socialize. And there are many things that they can look on to improve themselves. But even with all the advantages they have to grow as women, would they also use these advantages to help other women grow? As we live in the 21st century in developed countries, we don't see much of women being discriminated in our own country. But many women face many discriminations in other countries. They are not being able to be educated. They're not being able to go out without being accompanied by a male counterpart. They need permission if they want to buy a house. Even they want to apply a loan, also they still need permission. And some of them are just suppressed in their home. They're not able to do what they want to do. Even how they dress also is being watched upon, and their freedom is extremely restricted. So what I'm saying is that I hope that there will be more support for these women to help themselves in their situation. I hope that other women can help them to grow. Other women who are educated to help change laws in their countries, to allow women to be much more educated, to develop themselves, to create better mindsets between men and women on how they regard each other. Because Women International Day is a day where we recognize women and their contributions. But it also reflects on how males see International Women's Day. Are males also celebrating this event for their own women? Or only women celebrating for women? Actually, I want to see that men organize events for International Women's Day to celebrate for their own women, to be proud of their own women in their society, for their growth. I always like to see things in a holistic way. I don't leave out each other, because we all come from diverse backgrounds, men, women, the LGBT community. We all live in one country, in one world. And part of me being a woman empowerment advocate, I'm also a peace advocate. That means I advocate peace and harmony in this world. I advocate that people should live in a peaceful and harmony way, so that we all can grow together. So International Women's Day is dedicated to the women for growth, and also dedicated to how men want to see women grow in society itself. And of course, I agree that International Women's Day is only meant to be on March the 8th. It's meant to be every day, because we grow every day. We just can't stop on International Women's Day. Every day women need to be celebrated. They need to be recognized for their work.
Very true.
Well,
Very true.
Well, I mean, okay. The other point I want to say is that even in first world developed countries where women are celebrating their womanhood, who are able to develop themselves, they themselves must not be complacent in living their life. That means they must see whether any discrimination will happen to them, because we live in a world that is not very equal. I mean, there is a level of equality between men and women, but there's always be a difference. And in certain places, women may at some point be suppressed, and that is where women need to be on their toes to stop this from growing, from discriminations from growing in their workplace, in their family, in their social life. It cannot be complacent. And that's where women need to support other women in this area. Like, say supposing sexual harassment. If a woman is being sexually harassed in a workplace, a woman needs to support her word. Very unfortunately, there are sometimes whereby women may not believe a woman's word when she reports sexual harassment. And I've come across such cases, and it's really very sad. They must believe their female counterparts' word and support them in this matter. So for this International Women's Day, I want to see all women supporting each other, how women support, how women can understand other women, and also understand their men, and also educate their men to understand their own women. And I want all of us to live in a very loving, peaceful, holistic way and love one another. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really, really very inspiring to listen to you, as always, which I always love listening to you. You were there in several events of CVMD, and we really cherish when you say your feelings and your experiences. It really gives us that touch that you really experienced it, and you have been handling such cases, and you came across certain cases, and as a result, we feel that every day should be Women's Day. And very rightly said, ma'am, when a men will organize an event for the women and then we will celebrate the Women's Day together with them, then I think that will be the best day and the best celebration. Obviously, we all should agree with that. I think so, that when the men will be organizing certain events on Women's Day and they will be honoring the woman, and probably that would be another great venture. And probably we would all love to see that, how we collaborate and go together hand in hand. Women never wanted to go ahead of man. We always wanted one single thing, to walk hand in hand. So that is our real struggle. That is our real venture in this Women's Day also, that we never want the woman to go one step ahead of man. As a result, we have been celebrating Women's Day, International Gender Equality. Why so many diversification? It's only one intention, that we should all be treated as the same. We should be all walking step by step, hand in hand together, and make global change, which we all desire to see. Thank you so much, Melissa ma'am. And we are truly honored to honor you with the VWO Awards 2023. It's really a pleasure for CBMD to give such
Thank
amazing
you.
personalities this award. We have a small online award ceremony too, so we would request all of you to wait and listen to the messages of the other guests too who have joined us. So on that note, I would now call upon my next guest to share her thoughts and her views on Women's Day. So I would now request Patricia ma'am from Zimbabwe to please share her thoughts. She is also an awardee of the VWO Awards 2023. So Patricia ma'am, please introduce yourself first and then tell us your message on Women's Day.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rashana ma'am. I am Patricia Gonde, an educationist, head of academics of Lusitania Primary. one of the top private school here in Zimbabwe. And I am involved in a lot of humanitarian work, especially that deal with the girl child and women empowerment. And I am in Harare in Zimbabwe. I just believe that as women, our duty. Thank you so much for the award that I got, CVMD. Thank you so much. I appreciate the recognition. I believe that it is our duty to celebrate and acknowledge the legacy of women who make a difference in the outside world. And I'm quite happy to be brushing shoulders with influential women who are also getting awards together with me today. My message to all women is that sometimes it doesn't need us to be rich, to be $1 million ladies, to be at the helm of the organizations, to make an impact to those who matter in our lives. We always play a very important role in the society, in the communities, in our countries that we are in. And let us, as women, lift each other up, support each other, because sometimes we find that some women are the most enemies that we have. Let's not look down upon each other. Let's try to fix each other's crowns without anyone knowing that I've helped so and so. And sometimes as women, we tend to have that inferiority complex, that it is in us that we cannot do it. Yes, we were all born the same as men. We all have the 5 senses, sometimes the same build, but sometimes maybe physically weaker. But it doesn't mean that we are not able to take up any positions, any roles in our community. Let us not fight that inferiority complex. We are strong. We can do anything. As one of the speakers said, we are the mothers, sometimes we are the fathers, we are the nurses, we are the doctors. We are basically everything, and we are able to do it because we were born the same. So let's keep on fighting. Let's keep on fighting for our needs, our rights, and let us believe in ourselves, because we were not born to be inferior to anyone. Let us stand for ourselves against sexual abuse. There's exploitation happening. There's women trafficking. There's domestic violence happening. And we cannot even help our neighbors who are facing the same. Let's stand up and let's be the voice of the voiceless. Let's be beacons of hope, and let's bring some hope to the hopeless as women. I know we can do it. No one is going to come and rescue us. And our girl children as well. We should be the main drivers. We should to liberate ourselves. So let's take that front seat and take on an active role so that we can be involved in decision-making processes, be it leadership, be it democratic and peace-building missions, anything, we can do it because we are capable. So let's stand up, let's take action. Women, let's rise up, take action, and use our voices even to emancipate ourselves. Let's not spend our time living someone else's dream, but we also have our dreams that we can also achieve if we believe in ourselves. Thank you so much, Rashana ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is so wonderful and so motivating, ma'am. And we really need to believe in ourselves. No one is going to come and tell us that you can do it. There is no one having this time in the whole world to motivate us. We need to be our own motivators. And every day we should be bettering ourselves. motivate ourselves, never be depressed, never feel low, never feel down, but we should always come up with that motive, that intuition that we all can do it. Together, we can all come up to that level. Thank you so much, Patricia, ma'am, for joining us in spite of your tight
Thank you.
schedule. And we are really honored to honor you with the VWO Awards 2023. We have a small ceremony coming up, so I would request everyone who's watching us live and who will be seeing this later on also. Let me just remind all of you that this year, the Women's Day, we had divided into two parts. One part was the offline event, which all the women eminent personalities had joined us offline for the award ceremony. And the second part, we had taken it on 16th March, so that the women whom we missed out, we didn't want them just to be online with a certificate or something. We want to listen to their messages, so we came online and live to share their messages. So as a result, we had this year, this was after the sixth year, VWO Awards. This is the sixth year of the VWO Awards, and some of the awardees are there with us for the last 3 years. So it's a hat trick for them, the trophies which they have of the VWO Awards for the last 2 years continuously. So it's a pleasure for us here at CVMD, my full team. We are really honored and blessed that every year we get so many amazing personalities. And we are now hoping that some great personalities will soon join us in our seventh year of VWO Awards in India. So we will be meeting all of them together in India. Fingers crossed for that. So I wish all of us to meet together in India, and we will surely have that celebration in India also. So thank you so much, Patricia ma'am, for joining us and sharing your message. Now, quickly, I'll come back to India and whom we missed. So we have from India, Manjuri Sharma. So Manjuri Sharma also missed it this year. From last year, she has been trying to join us, but she couldn't make it. So Manjuri Sharma, so what is your message for the Women's Day? And how would you like to celebrate Women's Day? And what would people remember as actually the Women's Month, the month of March, is celebrated to recognize all the qualities of a woman, which a woman hides in her wings, you can say, and brings it out only when required. Woman doesn't need to flatter it out and show it. They have it all inside them, each one of us. So, what is your message for all the women?
Thank you, Rachna ma'am.
Please reintroduce yourself a little bit.
Yes. So thank you, Rachna ma'am. And as you said, I'm really so sorry that I missed it. Such a wonderful opportunity, missing such a wonderful opportunity. And I surely hope that next year I'll be there and along with all the guests from across the world. So surely we'll meet together. So let's keep that positive vibe in us, no, Rachna ma'am? So indeed, thank you once again and the entire CVMD team for bestowing the Versatile Women's Award 2023 in recognition for a woman's achievement in the desired field. I truly feel blessed to be present here today with all the dignified women across the globe. Well, this commendation gives impetus to do better and influence other women to move ahead with their vision, leading to economic empowerment. In fact, this year, the G20 aims to emphasize the shift from women's development to women-led development. So let's acknowledge the supreme feminine power to excel in any undertaking with their resilience and fortitude. So yes, powerful women are definitely an epitome of grace, mental strength, intelligence, and fearlessness as they become a trendsetter to foster the age-old tradition of Nari Shakti in a land where Goddess Durga, Ma Kali, Goddess Lakshmi, and Goddess Saraswati are worshipped as the embodiment of strength, power, wealth, and knowledge. So more power to each woman and also to the men whose inspiration is required for the woman to manage her career and the home front. Already the other speakers have said so much and it was so wonderful to listen to their enriching speeches. I don't have much to say. But you know, it feels great to be recognized as a woman who strives to assert her identity using the soft skills. And as you said, that identify yourself. So, in this regard, I would say that these soft skills have inspired me. I have used it either to facilitate learning as an educator or trying to imbibe positive vibes, connecting with people as a TV news reader, radio announcer, poet, writer, and program anchor. So that is a short introduction of me. I love connecting with people and I love getting inspired by all these great trendsetters. So heads off to each woman. So my message to all of you is be focused on your goals so that you don't lament later for not being able to achieve what you deserve. So every woman deserves something very, I would say the best. Every woman deserves the best. So be brave, kind, resilient, honest, and determined to make your presence felt at home and in the society. So let's celebrate the essence of womanhood and salute all the versatile women who excel in their diverse roles in every sphere of life. The global campaign theme of 2023 is Embrace Equity to get the world ponder why talking about only equal opportunities are not enough, but how innovation and technology can help in gender equality, and it should be a prime concern. So in this note, I end my short speech. And if ma'am, you give me the permission, I would like to read out one of my poem, on feminism, which,
Surely, surely,
yes,
surely,
which
we would love
creative
to listen.
writing, yes, the creative writing modern age as means you are the mentor there. And it was an award-winning poem. So in this
So
platform,
please read it out for
yes.
us.
So it was a poem on feminism. So I thought that it would just go with the flow. So it's the lotus and she. That is a woman with her dignity and grace is compared to the beautiful lotus flower, which stands tall in spite of blooming amidst the muddy waters. So its purity often makes it a very must flower to be offered for worshipping also. So that is the essence of every woman. So I would like to read it out.
Yes, please. Please.
Amidst water bodies, as you bloom in hues of purity, you often proclaim your tale to humanity. As the resilient you emerges from the bog, however treacherous it might be, the more firm, as your roots cling on to the muddy quagmire, the tender she is shown the process to evolve. You inspire to break the shackles that bind. You you show the way to get rooted in the dark abyss, finally sharing gender equity. The she emerges with pride and dignity as the world wonders. The tender she, an epitome of beauty and divinity. So let's keep the essence of womanhood. Let's celebrate the beautiful woman in us. So, in that note, I end my speech. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Manjuri. That was really, really superb. And the last cherry on the cake was your poem. These lines on feminism was wonderfully scripted. And I really enjoyed those reading those again and again. And listening from you, it is just, a pleasure listening to those lines when
Thank
you
you.
read it out.
I'm honored.
Yes, it is really. I do think that all the other ladies too in the podium would also agree that the lines have been beautifully gelled with the feelings, which is showing the relationship. So it's really an honor to listen to such amazing lines, made written by you and the thought process. So this is how we get connected. So thank you so
Really, ma'am.
much. And a few
So,
lines from Manjuri I would love to share after receiving the award. So I would like to share my screen also to show her feelings with the award which she received from CVMD.
the Versatile Women's Award 2023 to me. So this is the beautiful trophy and this is the certificate. I truly feel blessed. Congratulations to all the deserving winners, acknowledging the supreme feminine power to excel in any undertaking with patience, fortitude, confidence, and of course a childlike simplicity. Do hope each woman with her intelligence, grace, and mental strength becomes a trendsetter to inspire the women led development, which is the primary topic in the G20 summit this year. So let's transform the challenges into opportunities, basically using digital technology to enhance innovation, gender equality, and empower each other. Let's make the world a beautiful place as we women are all beautiful. Thank you. Jai Hind.
So that was a wonderful message by Manjuri, and it was really a pleasure listening to her. And of course, we are missing you all the time, Manjuri. And
Yes, ma'am.
next year,
And
I'm not going to listen to anything. You have to come.
yes, yes, I'll surely make it. And you know, ma'am, you are doing a wonderful job in connecting all the women across the world and appreciating their talents. And this is very much essential. And you are really spreading your mission truly. Smile and let the world smile. So hats off to you, ma'am, and to all the wonderful ladies, and of course to our audience who always motivates us in all our ventures. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. We are expecting next year all the other amazing ladies. So this year we started to involve all the global women also. Why not? Because initially my thought was that if I'm not able to send the trophies to them, so with the Vivo Awards, how should it go? Then my team said that why not honor them at least online and let them try from next year if they can make it till 8th of March. So they have 1 year with them, so they can plan it out and together we'll meet on 8th of
Yes.
March. So that it is a long time gap, and together after planning, we'll surely be meeting together. So that would be wonderful. So as a result, we thought that from this year, that is the 6th year of the Vivo Awards, we will start with the online also celebration. So 2 days we have divided. So just for those who joined in late, welcome, Dr. Lisa ma'am. I know the time schedules here and there, and even with my excitement of sending late messages, with the super duper excitement of having Women's Day celebration 2 times, one offline and one online, had made all this delay in the message. So thank you so much for joining. But now I would move ahead with another amazing personality and listen to her, whom I always admire and adore listening to. So we have Debbie Anoy from UK, and I would request ma'am to share her message for all of us. So ma'am, first introduce yourself and then share your message.
Right. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much, Rashna and her team, for inviting me over to on this platform. It's always been a pleasure. I'm an educator in the UK. I have 3 shows that I do. One of them is connecting with female educators around the world, and another one is looking at home education, and the next one is mental health. What I did for International Women's Day, I don't do it as a day. I think it should be celebrated all the time, but we celebrate it for a month. So every Wednesday from the 8th of March, I've got a group of women discussing various challenges and various triumphs that we as women go through. So the first session I looked at women globally and some of the challenge that we experience and some of the triumph that we experience. So we actually discussed all of those. And yesterday I had another fantastic group of women across the world again, where we were discussing some of the things that we experience as women. I do feel that we need to celebrate, recognize, and acknowledge women, because without women, there'll be no world. So that need to be constantly be reminded. And as we know, once women are happy, the whole world become happy and become in equilibrium. We need to actually remind ourselves of that, of the importance of women. And I do not think that society, even we ourselves, are not consciously aware of how powerful and how important we are. We seem to, dismiss a lot of it and not realizing that our power and our strength. As much as women, we have come a long way. We also have to realize that, we have to acknowledge that, we have to celebrate that. However, there's still a long way to go, because within education, as I'm in, we know that male and female pay scale are very different, doing the same job and very different. We also are aware that women do a triple shift, which are not acknowledged, i.e. a lot of women provide working outside of the home, working inside of the home without being paid, also providing all the emotional support that every member of the family needs, also extended family need. We need to acknowledge that and we need to celebrate it. We should not minimize the importance of women who have decided to stay at home to look after the family. That is a big job in itself. So the fact that we as women have the triple shift, those need to be acknowledged and celebrated and appreciated. And that is not appreciated enough. So I do feel that one of the things we need to constantly remind society as a whole and even ourselves, that we do the triple shift, and even though we choose, or sometimes no choice, of being at home, it also needs to be acknowledged, celebrated, and realize that that in itself is a big job. And it is so minimized that, oh, this is just, this woman stays at home. Really? Staying at home is one of the biggest jobs, because you are doing everything that's there. So I do feel that education is needed. We need to educate the masses so that they become aware of the important role that women play throughout society as a whole. Because one of the things I feel that when I'm, in terms of my empowerment of young women, I need to not only educate them, I also have to educate their parents, for them to then educate their children. Not only their girl children, their boy children need to be educated, because they then need to respect the women. And we have a lot of the men that do not respect the women because we are not setting the standard. In order for someone to respect us, we need to tell them what we expect from them. We do not need to join in the negativity that we see in the media. We need to stand up and say no. Because when we see these things in the media, it then filters into society. And that's one of the biggest things. We as female need to set the bar. And it doesn't just happen like that. We cannot expect anyone else to do it for us. We need to hold the mantle. We need to say, this is what we are willing to expect, accept, and we'll accept nothing else. And we need to educate our young people so that they themselves realize that they are worth it and it is important. And when we do not demonstrate or show them a level of importance, they themselves do not see it. So that is what I do feel, that we need to acknowledge ourselves. We need to celebrate ourselves. We need to respect ourselves. The biggest thing is respect. The biggest thing is self-respect. And if we do not respect ourselves, no one else would respect us. It has to start from us. There is something I say to all my students all the time. We need to be bold, we need to be brave, and we need to be blatant. We need to be positively blatant and make no excuse for that. We have to. So those are some of my messages: education, awareness, role models, and mentors. And we need to set the standard, and we need to say that we are not going to accept these things, even by the words that are said. One of the biggest things is the words that are said. We need to be very conscious of how powerful words are. And these words that are said, it then filter into the mind of the young people, and they themselves begin to see themselves, especially as women, that they're not worth it. We need to remind them that, yes, you're worth it, and yes, you can do. There is nothing else can't. Yes, you can do. You might have to use a different channel, but you can do it. And it's like, as I said, we need to empower the young girls and also empower the young boys, and also make the young girls feel that you do not have to accept abuse from your young partner. Because too often this abuse have been taking place and it's like, oh, young love. No, not young love. It needs to start from now, reminding them, value yourself and do not accept any less. Because when you start valuing yourself and acknowledging yourself, then others have no choice than to do the same. We need to set the standard. The same way you're actually giving your loved one these flowers, give yourself the flowers. So when you begin to acknowledge yourself and value yourself, others are going to say, oh my goodness, I have to respect her and I have to value her. So what I want to leave you guys with is education, 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 and empower that. Awareness is the tool, the most powerful tool, awareness. And it's not only about our girls, it's also about the boys too. And when we empower our young boys, the dads will also be empowered, because the boys will always say, Dad, check this out. Because sometimes we may not be able to empower our partners or our men. It means that we have to empower the boys, who then talk to the dads and then take it from there. Because there's sometimes some men may not want to, because we know in terms of how society sees them, although they accept us and they appreciate us and they support us, but they do not want their counterpart to see that. So we need to actually catch our boys and then they catch their dads. Anyway, that's what I want to leave you guys with, because I could talk all day. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really so much inspiring and motivating. And I think we all have the same thoughts in our mind that, yes, it's really overwhelming to listen to all of you. And ma'am, you just said it truly, that we need to admire and acknowledge ourselves. And if we can do that first, in the first place, then only. I remember a small incident when we are doing the selection, and when the ladies across the globe are sending their profiles. One lady had just messaged me, ma'am, can I apply for it? Because I'm just a housewife. I said, why not? You are a woman and you are a change maker, maybe from your house, but you are a change maker. You have made that change or brought about that change with your daughter, with your son, and they are now ruling, they are bringing that change in the universe. If your children would not be trained under your guidance, so we could imagine what the universe would get in return from you. So you obviously are an awardee of the VWO Awards, and you can surely apply for it. So it's not that where we are not able to acknowledge our deeds. It's not that we are at home, we are homemakers. We can do many things. We can bring around that change. So first we need to acknowledge ourselves, and if we can do that and stand up for each other, which is missing, Debbie ma'am, I should say a little bit. When I'm visiting many women, they don't stand up for each other. They laugh behind the back. So look at her. So many things they have been doing. Why she's doing, I don't know. What is the use of all? They say some backbiting things. Of course, I never am disturbed with such things, but many ladies take it. So when they come to me for asking that, ma'am, I'm feeling very depressed today. I heard such and such thing. So then I say that, see, the others. Obviously, we say the famous English proverb, barking dogs seldom bite. So they keep on barking. So we need to always praise ourselves. We should never see what people are saying. We know the kind of amazing work we are doing, and we need to acknowledge that. So you said it very beautifully. We need to stand up for ourselves first, and then the world will recognize. And the world will be ashamed that why haven't we recognized her talent so long? She was so talented. So if we start speaking about ourselves, if we start showing our talents, then obviously the world cannot keep quiet. So thank you so much, Debbie ma'am, and we are truly honored to honor you with this award, VWO Awards 2023, hoping that next year you should be here with us in India so that we can honor you in person. And it would be really a great honor for CVMD to honor you in person. So we have 1 year time, and within 1 year, we can surely have some planning and we can surely meet up. So thank you so much for that lovely message. Now, quickly, I would go to our next guest, who is an amazing personality herself. I have heard her speak several times. So I would call upon Dr. Aliza Durgayan to give her message on the Women's Day. Ma'am, I hope you are there. Dr. Aliza, ma'am.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes,
I'm here.
please.
I'm here.
Yeah, ma'am,
Yes.
could you please introduce yourself and the kind of work in the global platform so that everyone knows? Obviously, I know you and the kind of amazing work, and we are truly honored to honor you with the VWO Awards 2023. We'll have a small presentation soon after the messages are over. But first, we would love to listen to your message on the Women's Day. And how would you like the Women's Day to be celebrated? Because next year, we are hoping to meet you all in person in India. So, what
Yeah.
would be your
I hope
message?
so. Okay. Thank you. Good evening, first of all. I'm Dr. Alessa Durgarian from Armenia. I'm an ESL, EFL, ESP teacher and teacher trainer, global educator, and international speaker. I am not only teaching, but also training teachers and educators around the world, working in more than 10 and more countries, conducting different kinds of teacher trainings and also demo lessons for international, let's say, global educators, concentrating mainly on teaching and methodology and different branches of pedagogy. I would like to a little bit speak about the role of women in education, because I think if we go back to the history of education, we will see that it started like paying attention to the main role of men teachers, let's say, in education, because according to the history, to the rights of women, it was a little bit difficult for women to get not only education, but also to be educators, teachers. But step by step, with the development of society and the world, it has changed. And nowadays, let's say that women really have a great role in education, because beside being a mother, a woman, also she's an educator. She's going to be, in my country, we always like to say that teachers are the second mother of students, because they try not only to teach, to give them something, but also at the same time, we try to bring them up, giving them not only, if I am an English teacher, not only the knowledge and skills of English language, but at the same time, giving them really experience and skills that will be helpful and successful skills for them in future. Making them, just preparing them to enter the society like a real member, exact person for the society, for their country, and also for in a natural for the world. As we teachers, we have a great role influencing on our students, because we can give them not only good pieces of advice, but at the same time, we can teach them how to solve problems, how to stand for their rights, how even to choose a good profession. The experience and the statistics shows that many English teachers, not only teachers in general from all subjects, many students just try to look like their teacher. I have, for example, many students who nowadays they are English teachers, and they always mention that you were a model for us, and that's why we have decided to choose English language, and now we want to be an English teacher and to start working there. And that's why it's very important one, not only to be a teacher, but also to be a good teacher, to be a skillful teacher, to be the one who really knows everything, not just if you are mathematics, for example, teacher, you should know only your subject. No, you are the one, you always just have a magic stick in your head and try to do many different kinds of magics for your students. That's why I think that we women, as women teachers, we are strong. We try to influence on our students with our experience, with our knowledge, with our skills, and we never just stop and never just say that it was a failure, then I can't do anything more. No. As for me, every kind of failure, I just accept it as something like a lesson or maybe a page of lesson for me that can make sure me that I have to struggle. I have to go ahead, and it is like something maybe the key of opening for future success door. That's why we should just not to stand. We should struggle because we are one of the persons, maybe inspiring or motivational person for someone is a word whom we can motivate and inspire to become a good person, and let's say a good person for the society, the one who will be well educated and brought up and also at the same time skillful and experienced. That's why never give up, just go ahead, even try to think that you are just climbing a mountain. And every time when you climb a mountain, it will be really difficult for you because you can meet like stones, like rocks, everything. But when you are on the top of the mountain and again you start like going down, you will just tasting the harvest that you have got while you were climbing the mountain. That's why let's say that every time when you will struggle, just remember that you are just climbing a mountain, and one day surely you will get on the top of the mountain and it will be your victory. Never give up and continue teaching because it's a long lasting, it's your mission. It's your mission of the world. It's your mission of your even your private and your personal life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Very well said. Most of us are teachers here, and from teachers' point of view, actually in the offline event we had a discussion, panel discussion about the mental health in women. So from the teachers' point of view, also we had put up certain points that as a teacher, what should be the mental health of a teacher when they join the institution? Should a teacher work for the professional benefit, or should a teacher be a teacher for a lifetime? That was a discussion which we had, because nowadays teaching profession has just become a profession. Only they are depressed with that intense influence that they're not getting paid properly. Of course, that is the reason. But we know that a teacher is creating an impact in the lives of the younger generation. So a teacher, if a teacher works for money, if a teacher comes up with that intention that I have joined this institution of teaching only to make some money, then probably the teacher will not be able to give 110% of what she intends to give. But if a teacher intends to join the profession only to bring around a change or to uplift the generation, then obviously we can create that change, which you already discussed just now, that teaching can only bring around the change. If we can educate, as already Debbie ma'am also said, educate, educate, educate. We need to educate right now. Educate not only the ladies, not only the daughters, with the even the sons, and also to quote the other speakers who had already said that if we are educating the son of the house, the father of the house, then obviously we will all be educated together. So education is must. Thank you so much, Dr. Aliza, for joining us all the way from Armenia, and we truly acknowledge your contribution for the society, and we are truly honored to honor you with the VWO Awards 2023. And we are hoping, as I'm always telling to all my other global leaders and the eminent speakers, to join us next year for the offline event, and so that we can surely bring out that impact. Our mission is only one, to spread smiles, And we know that that biggest curve which brings around the change in the whole universe, and that twinkle in the eye, the dazzle in the forehead, which brings out, if a woman is happy, the family is happy, and if the family is happy, the universe is happy. So we believe that if we can bring a little smile in a woman's face, then obviously we can bring the whole change around. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us and sharing your message. We have a small felicitation ceremony towards the end. But before that, we would love to hear the message from another eminent personality from India, Veena Pravin Hassan ma'am. So Veena ma'am is also a mentor, storytelling mentor from CWMA, and we are truly, truly honored to have Veena ma'am here and honor her with the award, VWO Awards 2023. So Veena ma'am, we would love to hear from you your message, a short and crisp message about Women's Day. So over to you, Veena ma'am. Do introduce yourself first and then your message.
Thank you so much, Rachna ma'am. And a big shout out to all the amazing ladies sitting out there, all the amazing across the globe. Debbie ma'am and Patricia ma'am, Dr. Elisha. I'm meeting some of you for the first time. It's wonderful to hear Vanessa ma'am, lovely, inspiring words from all of you. And happy Women's Day to all of you. As you very rightly say, that yes, we cannot celebrate Women's Day only for a month. Every day is a Women's Day. And you know why the world is celebrating you? Because no relation is complete without a woman in the world. First of all, we are all understanding wives, then we are loving mother, a caring sister, and a lovable daughter to our parents. And we have so much of power in us that we ourselves can't believe that we can do so much. But as Debbie Mem said, we have to respect ourselves. We have to acknowledge and believe in ourselves. And we have to feel for others. We have to, recognize the achievements of others and feel for them at the same time. A strong woman stands up for herself. A strong woman stands up for everybody else. The women of today are the thoughts of their mothers and grandmothers embodied and made alive. So you believe in yourself. Today, I'm an educator. I've been a teacher for the last 30 years, and I'm a content creator as well as a storyteller. I feel storytelling is very powerful. And through my stories, if I tell to children, and I often wonder who are my listeners, I feel there are many friends of mine who love to listen, and they tell me, why don't you tell us this story? So across the globe, I handpick some stories which will have an impact on people when they hear that. So I feel that is very important. And it's wonderful listening to all of you. Keeping the theme of this year, I think we must, we have to understand cultural norms at the roots. The real impact every single person has in their hands is teaching children and all people around us why gender equality is really important. I think this is very important. And it is time that we all see gender as a spectrum instead of two sets of opposing ideals. Achieving gender equality requires the engagement of women and men, boys and girls. It is everyone's responsibility. And we have to do as much as we can. We are a mother, we are teachers, and I feel I'm so, lucky that I've been a teacher, to be connected with children, with parents. And it's not only being, as Dr. Alisha said just now, only a teacher and teaching. There's so many aspects we have when we go through this journey. We at times have become like counselors to the children. And the children believe in us so much that when I was teaching in the primary, I often hear children, instead of saying good morning, ma'am, they say good morning, ma, which is mother. So they, in us, they see their mother is the second home which they come to after the lapse of the mothers. So every day, keep on inspiring yourself, believe in yourself, set your goals, and all the best to all of us and to all of you. And we can do wonders. It is amazing to, connect with all the beautiful and talented lady across the globe. You have such inspiring words to tell us, which keeps us inspired. And Rachna ma'am, thank you so much for acknowledging me this year. I was lucky enough to attend the offline meet in Mumbai last time. This time, as I told you, I had a little problem, so I couldn't make it. I am in Pune, just a few hours away from Mumbai, but I just couldn't make it this time. I really missed it because last time, being a part of it, I could see, you know, the vibes and the positive energy, meeting so many talented lady. So as storytellers, I always tell that we have to build the trust with our audience, and the kind of stories that we tell should have an impact. And there is no timeline for your passion. You have to just go for it, and whatever you do, do sincerely. But respect yourself, believe in yourself, and please spread positive energy. Thank you so much. And before going, I think I'd like to show all of you this. Be bold, be brave,
Wow.
be kind. This is something which I keep always with me, and I look at it. Right now, I'm in my daughter's home, and I would like to tell you about my daughter a little. She has also inspired, she's an influencer. Today, she is known as backpacking Indian mama. She has influenced the mothers to travel solo with the children. So she's also in one of her trips. She's not now here, and she's been influencing a lot. So she's also my daughter. And as a mother, we should be a role model for our daughters and our sons as well. And I am very lucky to tell you that I have an extremely, extremely husband, you know, kind husband who has been the pillar of strength. Without him, I would have not reached where I am today. I'm very grateful for my son. So it is the men folk also in your family who, if they help you, you can, you know, you can really pursue your dreams and dream all the time and try to do whatever you can. Thank you so much for giving a wonderful platform. And thank you so much, all the awesome ladies out there. A big shout out to you, and hippie hooray to all of us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Veena ma'am, you just have that storytelling quotient in you. And as a result, you weave it out so very nicely. And it's really true. The word woman, wo and men is together. So yes, the men are a part of us. And as a result, we become women. If the men is not there, we would remain only wo. So with the word men in it, we become women. So yes,
so true.
I truly accept that because I have been doing a little bit. The ripples which I try to bring is because of my husband too, and his cooperation and his help. I have been able to bring around the smiles and add it on, and my smiles are also because of him. So as a result, we get to know the men together. It's though CBMT means caring, versatile mothers and daughters. Many a time I've been questioned, why not the sons? So I said, of course, along with the mother, the sons are also there. So I mentioned daughters because having two wonderful daughters with me, so the first quotient which comes to me is daughter. So obviously, if the mother is there, of course, sons and daughters obviously come together. So thank you so much, Veena ma'am, for this wonderful message.
Pleasure.
It was really our loss to miss you this time. Last year,
I missed it too. I really missed it so much, Rachna ma'am, this year. I was looking forward, but you know, I just couldn't do it. Unavoidable circumstances, so I couldn't make it.
No, not an issue. Maybe next year to meet with all the global women. This year you took a break. So next year all will be joining us, Patricia ma'am, Debbie ma'am. So we are hoping to meet Vanessa ma'am all together. So as a result, this year you took a break. So we'll be meeting all together. In Mumbai, India. So we will be together celebrating Women's Day. Mehreen ma'am will also come up. Dr. Lisa will also come up. So we will have a together celebration, Women's Day offline celebration. So with that, we'll move ahead with for the message from India once again. We have Anindita. Yes, she is also a lovely and amazing personality. The more I am knowing about her, there are lots more to know about her. She too missed it this year. And Anandita, we are just hoping that next year you should be there with us on 8th of March. And we'll be celebrating it together with that same vibes and that same energy. So Anandita, what's your message on this Women's Day, rather Women's Month? As already Veena ma'am said, every day is a Women's Day. So what would be your message for all the amazing and the lovely ladies out there? And first, do introduce yourself and the kind of work you have been doing and bringing the change for the world.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Anindita Ganguly. I'm from Faridabad, Haryana, India. Basically, I'm an educator and a cake artist also, because cake baking is my passion, and profession is education. So I take classes for students like for 5 years onwards, and I think already all have spoken everything, because nothing is left. So I just can say only one thing. First, I feel women is the main pillar of of a society, and we should uh, empower them, educate them, and then obviously our society will grow stronger and stronger. And being an educator and being a cake artist, whatever is, like I will pass the message to everyone: please educate your girl child first, and don't plan for marriage, because I have seen many kids, they are married early, right? So first empower them, make them self independent, and financially also. So thank you so much, Rachna ma'am, for giving me this platform. And it's really nice to meet you, all the lovely leaders. Thank you so much, everyone. That's all.
Thank you so much, Anandita. Yeah, just had a connection error. Yeah, thank you. It was wonderful listening. Yeah, cake artist. And you know this thing, the kind of work which you have been doing, inspiring and motivating the girl child to do something that is very, very important. And education, as already we have started today's theme for the Women's Day, is that to educate, educate, educate. It can be in any sector, any field, anywhere, and especially the girl child, which you mentioned just now. Always give them the power or the wings to fly, to flatter it up. Don't burden them with something which you have never understood, or probably which have been coming down from hereditary. So let them do something new. Don't we all agree to it that all the time burdening them with science and engineering and this and that.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of other things which a woman or a girl child can go to. So yes, education is must. Open up their minds, their perspective, and any work is beautiful and wonderful in the world made by God. God had not restricted us to do anything. So being or a woman or a girl child, everyone should be allowed to flatter their wings. You don't make it, shortlisted that this are your option, and from this only you have to select. You cannot go to that options. So this is very wrong. We have to give our children, a girl child, the wings to aspire, to get motivated. I remember even my daughter, she was a little bit frightened that what would I accept her taking up arts stream for the human sciences and all, psychology, because my elder one was in science and my younger one decided to go for arts. I said, very nice, not an issue at all. Whatever you feel is comfortable, whatever you feel you can express and do more on it. She was rather a little in dilemma that what would be my feelings and my approach, that my elder sister took up science and she's a research scientist in Tata Cancer Memorial Hospital. So I should also be in the science stream. So I totally supported her and I said, do what your mind says, do what your heart says. That is very important for a girl child. We should never restrict them. Let them decide. They have grown up, they have seen the world. Yes, of course, you can give them little guidance, what is in store about if they take up this line or this stream. So we are there educated, we can guide them, but never put them into that box which you have been thinking or which you could not do, let your daughter do that. No, we cannot do that. And then tighten the box with the lid and say that you are inside the box. Now you have to do this. No, let them flatter. If they want to sing, they dance, let them do anything they want to do. Let them just be themselves. That's very important. Thank you so much, Anandita, for
Thank you
sharing
so
your
much.
experience. And it's really wonderful to have you. And that was actually the main intention of keeping it online also. We had 2 days, 12th was offline and today online. And I'm really, really happy to celebrate it with all of you also once again. Thank you, Anandita, for joining us after that hectic schedule today. And
Right.
I'm really, truly touched by your this motion, the positive notion. So that touch really has really touched me. Yes, Veena ma'am,
Thank
you
you
want
so
to say
much.
something? Yes, yes.
I just wanted to say, Rashna ma'am, that is very thoughtful of you to think about us who couldn't attend the awards, having this online today, because I really missed it. And now we feel very good that we are a part of it. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement and for actually being very thoughtful about it. And,
Thank you so much. Then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, so thank you so much, Anandita. So with
Thank
that,
you.
I'll move ahead with my next awardee, Professor, I think Devamala was there. She left, she was there for quite a long time. Now she's not there. Okay, we have Professor Dr. Ambassador Mehreen Mia here, though she has joined in, but still, I would love to listen to her message. She's an amazing personality and she keeps on spreading positivity. I have met her in several platforms, online platforms, and ma'am, we are waiting to meet you next year on 8th of March for the offline event. So that would be a grand event for me to meet all of you in person and give a very big tight hug to all of you. So, ma'am, your message for this year and to all the ladies, as Veena ma'am said, as Devi ma'am said, that it should be a full year. We should celebrate it as the Women's Day. So, what is your message on this day?
Well, firstly, thank you so much, my dear sister Rachna. It's always lovely to see you and experience your positive energy and vibe. I must firstly apologize as well. If I put on my video now, this is going to cut off because I've had 2 Zooms back to back, and this is the 3rd one. So I apologize. And there's no way to charge this either because of power cuts. I'm so sorry, but I would not have missed it. So I'm sorry that I'm late as well. But perseverance is key, right? So better late than never. Thank you so much, firstly, for the award as well. Wow, I'm really honored and I'm touched at the recognition, and congratulations to all of the other awardees too. But I'd like to appreciate you also in your stance for what you do, for what you've given to humanity and the world. And I'm sure we don't even know half of what you really do for humanity, and God knows that. So we ask him to please bless you mightily and bless your family as well for all of your goodness and your heart. Message for the world, message to our women. This month is more a month of awareness for me. Women's Day is also just a day of awareness, in my opinion. So I agree with the other speakers that this is not the day to celebrate women. This is the day to be aware of the wealth of women. So I altered that a little bit when I talk on Women's Day, Women's Month, because it's more of an awareness campaign for you to realize the worth of the women around you, the girl children around you, and for you to learn to acknowledge that the balance of 364 days for the year until the next one comes. And for me, the key is always, if you have to sit back and you are a woman listening to me, go back to Women's Day last year and you've reached Women's Month this year. What have you changed for yourself? And I'm talking about you as a self, as an individual. What have you changed to benefit you, as the woman, to appreciate you firstly for yourself before anyone else appreciates you? What have you done? Or what have you learned different about you that you altered positively? Or are you still stuck in that same position that you were in last year, waiting for the change to happen? That change begins with you, within you. And us as women, we lead this by example. We lead this in our daily lives. We lead this in what we do. We lead this in our thoughts, our mindfulness, our emotional intelligence. Every single part of who we are, especially as women, dictates how we deal with stuff, how we react to stuff. That is what we actually celebrate the entire year long, that womanhood. is what we're celebrating. So this month and this day is an awareness of that actual daily fight for most of the women across the world to be who they really have to be, to try and find that authentic being, to battle to find that trueness within themselves, even though they're facing the worst adversity sometimes. And the message that I will give to them purely is please remain true to you. You remain true to your creator, remain true to yourself, remain to be your authentic being, because that is your gift. You are a gift unto yourself before you are a gift unto others. So treat yourself as if you are the treasure that you've been given. If I give you a gift right now and you love it from me, you would keep it as the treasure. You won't want anyone to hurt it. You will want to look after it and clean it all the time and make sure it's perfect, right? You'll keep it on the highest pedestal. Picture yourself as the same. You are a gift unto yourself. So why not? You are worthy. You are a treasure first for yourself. And when you realize that, you will learn that you always want to keep your cup filled. You always want to even leave it half full because you want to keep putting more in, because we all want to learn. All of us are lifelong learners. I know Rachna ma'am is on many platforms with me, and Patricia as well, many of the speakers, and we keep learning. We join these seminars and webinars, not because we're giving only, but because we're also learning from other people. We're lifelong learners, and that's what makes us great, especially as women and as mothers, because it's that instinct. There's no certificate that certifies you a mother. There's no certificate that gives you that certification of being the empowered, true person that you need to be. You are innately that. So it's within you. It's in your heart. It's your soul that speaks to you. When you realize that, you get more in touch with yourself. You grow yourself, develop yourself, and then you appreciate you as the gift that you really are. So thank you again, Archana, for this wonderful opportunity and the award, and congratulations to everybody. And yes, I am looking forward to that hug in Mumbai next year, inshallah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Though we couldn't see you, yes, we are hoping for the best to meet you next year. And we'll all have that wonderful memories which you want to create, and that special one day. Of course, we will be celebrating every year and remembering that main quotient in mind that we have to educate and change the mindset. That is very, very important. That should be right now the main call of an hour, the need of an hour. Thank you so much, wonderful ladies, for joining me today, in spite of your busy and tight schedule, and in spite of the time slot difference, all of you joining from different time slots, different time sectors. Though we missed some more guests, I know it might be, they will be telling me later on, Rachna, the time we couldn't make it out. So India time, I always normally do it very swift. I always write India time. So now you all keep on searching what is the time there. So I never mention any other separate time zone. So it's my bad thing which I want to change that, the time zones to be mentioned. So I am going to work on that. Next year I'll be sending everyone separate time and the particular time which they should join. So I think for that reason many couldn't join us. There were 8 more wonderful ladies who had to join in and share their message. But of course we will be sharing their message, of course, in our YouTube channel too. Do like and follow us in our channel. So we will bring in some amazing personalities, some interviews of them, how they make the world a better place to live in, with their ideas, their thoughts, their smile. The biggest curve which we all have in us, that's the smiling curve. And this curve will make the world a better place to live in. With that, we'll come to the end of our eminent personality, the message. So, yes, ma'am. Yes, Vanessa, ma'am.
Actually, okay, I like the part where the speaker mentioned, the speaker mentioned about where we were last year and where we are now this year. This is something very different from the speeches I've heard, and it's not something that many people will talk about, and not many of us will reflect on our positions.
Yes.
And I think this is a very wonderful thought that we should always reflect on this position we are in our parts of our life, because we are the one that have to change ourselves first before we change others.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
And if we want to improve others, we need to improve ourselves first. So during our journey, we need to keep on searching ourselves, knowing ourselves, and see where we can improve ourselves every day. And that's a great thought. I think I always keep that in mind. because it's something that we should always think about. Sometimes we take life for granted of our position in life. We just feel we may get complacent in life, and we don't just go on with our everyday lives again and again. But I think that we should reflect and always move forward and be better in each every day of our lives.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. Yes. Very true, very true. We always need to be that change which we want. Yes, of course, what we were yesterday and what we are today, we need to compare and we need to find out that what has been the change. Did we really change ourselves or are we really the same, as Mehreen Mia said? So, yes, we need to ponder on that and find out and take a challenge on us. So, thank you so much, Vanessa ma'am, to put that touch on that line. Yes, we all need to work on it. As I said, we have to post and be a challenge for us and even praise ourselves. No one will be praising us. No one will be making that banner for us or that time limit or where we can reach the pedestal or the race course where we can end it up. So we have to set our limits and we need to run to that end with our own power and our own force. So it was really wonderful listening to all of you. So without delaying, I'll just start with the presentation ceremony. Though I missed many ladies out here, but still I would love to make the small presentation. Just let me know if the full screen is visible. Yeah, is it the full screen?
Visible.
Yeah, thank you so much. So congratulations to all the ladies who joined in today and who couldn't join in because of time slot. I know it's all because of the time slot and the time difference. So congratulations, Kriti ma'am. Congratulations, Manjuri. And Manjuri, we are really waiting to meet you, huh? I don't know when we will be able to see you, but yes, we are waiting.
It will be a great honor for me, ma'am, to be present there. And of course, with all the other awardees, I'm looking forward for that opportunity.
Yes, yes, we are waiting. Congratulations, Dr. Alisa. Veronica ma'am is not there. She couldn't, maybe the time. So congratulations, Veronica ma'am. Sachini was there, but she left. She directly came from college and she was there for some time and then she left. So congratulations, Sachini from Sri Lanka. Congratulations, Debbie ma'am from UK. We are truly, truly honored to award you with the VWO Awards. Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations, Mehreen ma'am. Thank you for joining this last moment, but still you joined in and we could listen to your wonderful message. It's really an honor for us to honor you with the VWO Awards 2023. You have impacted the society with your profound and achievement, lasting achievement. Velma ma'am also had a time slot. She is in another meeting. She couldn't make it, but we are missing you, Velma ma'am. Congratulations from Brazil. Vanessa ma'am, congratulations, Vanessa ma'am. We are truly, truly honored because your message always creates a deep impact. And I always love listening the way you spread awareness, which is very needed right now. We believe that this Women's Day also, we should keep this message that it's not just an award show or an event where we are awarding, but we try to spread an awareness also through these eminent personalities who carry forth their views and come up with their views. So congratulations, Vanessa ma'am. Congratulations. We are truly honored to have you and award you with the VWO Awards 2023, VWO Women's Versatile Woman Award. So we are truly honored to award you with this versatility which you have in you. And next awardee, Ambassador Dr. Patricia ma'am. Patricia ma'am, you are so full house of energy. So what can I say more about you? You radiate so many smiles across. Your presence itself makes that continuous change. Congratulations, Patricia ma'am, for winning the VWO Awards 2023. Your lasting achievement and your exemplary work in the society has made you achieve this word. We are truly honored, CVMD is honored actually, to honor you with this award.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Our next awardee is Veena ma'am. Veena ma'am, congratulations. We are truly honored to award you, though we missed you this time. Next time, please make your schedule like that. On 8th March, keep yourself free and you have to be here in Mumbai. Even meet your daughter and even meet me also. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Veena ma'am. We are honored to award you for the second time with the VWO Award 2023. Congratulations, Veena ma'am. Anindita Ganguly, we missed you this year. Next year, do keep yourself free. Congratulations, Anindita, for the kind of amazing work you have been doing. I was truly enthralled seeing the versatility and the work which you do. It's really appreciable that you try to bring and educate the younger minds, the girls, especially, and give them the wings to fulfill their dreams. Making cake was my passion too, but somehow it got drenched. But somewhere when we meet together, I'll try to recapitulate that trending trait in me too and learn it from you, all that art, the way you do it. Let me tell you, all the eminent personalities, she's having a nice Instagram handle. Anindita, could you please tell the name of that handle?
Yeah, that is bacon flake, bake dot underscore, then n dot underscore and flake dot and underscore.
Yeah, do go there. I have seen amazing style of making the cakes and all. So you will enjoy looking and admiring the way she does it. It's like a magic in her hand. She just spins the cakes in such a way. It's really, really nice. Thank you so much, Anandita. We are truly.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And most one thing also that I educate housewife and needy ones also. So like I take classes for women,
Wow.
and
Wow.
that's how I empower them.
Very nice, very nice. So I think all the ladies should get connected if you want to get educated. So Anindita is there to help you out. So congratulations, we are truly honored to honor you with the VWO Awards.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ambassador Azra Mia, we are missing her. She is the youth ambassador. Yes, Ambassador Azra, today you're not there, but still I hope you will be watching this YouTube live once again when we share it with you. So congratulations, we needed to talk to you and listen to you, how you were motivating the youth of today. So congratulations, Ambassador Azra. You truly deserve the VWO Awards 2023. And we are hoping to meet you next year on 8th of March. So reschedule everything until the time 8th March comes in next year. So next awardee is Ambassador Linen Hill. She too is an amazing personality, and we are truly honored to honor both of them, the youth icon, with this award. So thank you so much, Ambassador Linen Hill. Then we have our next awardee, Upendra Kaur. Basin, we are missing you very much. You were there in a VWO Awards 2 years back, and after that you couldn't make it. But next year we surely want you once again with us. Congratulations! You are doing amazing work in the social world and bringing an impact. You're working with the transgenders. You're working with so many people and bringing that change. You truly inspire me, actually. And I really want to do some missions with you too. So congratulations, Upinder. Keep continuing doing the good work. Next, we have Dr. Snigdha Kadam, the principal. She too couldn't join. She had lately an operation. So we are missing her. But yes, we'll share her video message soon as she is able to get connected with us. Congratulations, Dr. Snigdha, for getting the VWO Awards 2023. We are truly honored to see the kind of change you are bringing into the universe. You have been educating, you have been inspiring, you have been motivating. So thank you so much for being there with us. We also have our next awardee, Devamala. She too was a storehouse of energy. Somehow we missed her. She was there, but then somehow maybe due to delay, her daughter is not well. She had a C-section. So as a result, she is there. She was about to join us from Bhopal. Everything was made, but then suddenly her daughter had to undergo the C-section. So she was there with me on call, and she told me that, ma'am, I'm so sorry, couldn't join in. So Devamala, we missed you, and congratulations for the VWO Awards 2023. Hopefully next year we will have you here. Our next awardee, last but not the least, Nikki Pereira, storehouse of energy, the dancing queen. She is the master of all the dances, and she just spreads so many smiles across the globe with her dance step, her dance moves. She's from Ahmedabad, and I think this is the third year of her getting the VWO Awards 2023. And we really want that next year you should be here with us. So congratulations, Nikki Pereira, for that. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me tonight for the VWO Awards. It was a pleasure having you all amidst us. I'll be sending you the certificates in your WhatsApp. And if you send your email ID, maybe probably I can mail you, because the pixels break off when we share it off in the WhatsApp, actually. So rather than that, thank you so much. Actually, I was waiting for your messages. So I have taken back the message, and I'm truly touched by such great messages. It really motivates me. Now I can leave till next March 8th, till we meet again. Until we meet again, thank you so much. Bye-bye, all of you. Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night from India.
Bye-bye. Good night from Singapore.
Bye.
Thank you so much for the award. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you
Love
so
you all.
much.
Happy International Women's Day. And be the strong woman you are, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
from Zimbabwe. Bye from Zimbabwe.